questions. We usually have supplementary questions by senators in regards to various matters raised before the floor. The House will this morning consider the report of the 9th Interparliamentary Union (IPU) Global Conference of Young Parliamentarians held in Hanoi, Vietnam from the 15th to the 17th of September 2023. The Senator for Nyandarua, Honorable John Methu, is the senator who tabled the report before the floor of the House for consideration and adoption on the Tuesday, 5th of March 2024. The report of the Select Committee on Matters County Public Investment and Special Funds on its consideration of the audit reports of the water service providers for the year ended June 2019, 30th of June 2020, as well as 30th of June 2021, is a report for consideration by the senators this morning. This motion is spearheaded by the chairperson Committee on County Public Investment and Special Funds, Honorable Godfrey Osotsi. The water service providers include Amatsi Water Services Company Limited, Bomet Water Company Limited, and Nyeri Water and Sanitation Company Limited in Nyeri County. This morning, the House is also set to consider a motion pertaining the report of the Parliament of Kenya delegation to the 13th Plenary Assembly of the Forum of Parliaments of the Member States of International Conference on the Great Lakes region held in Juba, South Sudan. This motion is spearheaded by the Senator for Mandera County, Senator Ali Ibrahim Roba. And the report on the 13th Plenary Assembly Forum of Parliaments held in Juba, South Sudan, was laid on the table of the Senate on the 7th of December 2023. Remember, you can follow up on this live broadcast courtesy of our Senate YouTube channel, that is Senate of Kenya. You can also watch it on KBC Channel 1 on YouTube. You can also follow it up courtesy of our Signet channel, that is Senate TV. The quorum has been attained. Allow me to hand you over so you can follow up on the developments from the chamber this morning. Keep it KBC Channel 1 as well as Senate of Kenya. Enjoy your viewing and good morning.
All the honorable senators, informed that we have quorum. Clerk, you may proceed to call the first order.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair. Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers. Order number 6, notices of motion. Order number 7, questions and statements.
Now, honorable senators, today we're expecting 2 CSs. That is the CS in charge of roads and transport and the CS in charge of education. Clerk, can you confirm that the CS in charge of roads and transport is present? We are going to start with him. Is present? Now, honorable senators, the questions that have been addressed to the CS Roads and Transport are 8. That is question number 10 by the Senator for Kisumu. Question number 11, Senator for Nandi. Question number 12, Senator for Nandi. Question number 13, Senator for Nandi. Question number 14, the Senator for Kitui. Question number 15, the Senator for Kitui. Question number 16, the Senator for Meru County. And question number 31, the Senator for Bungoma County. Those are the questions addressed to the CS Roads and Transport. We are going to start with question number 14, then move to question number 15, before we come back to question number 10 to 13. Honorable CS, welcome to the Senate. You have been in this House before. You know the rules and procedure. Just to do some housekeeping, kindly be direct, concise, so that we do not waste so much time, because you have quite a number of questions to address. Now, the rules are that the Honorable Senator posing this question will later have an opportunity to ask 2 supplementary questions if he so wishes. And the Honorable Senators also, and our standing orders, they will have an opportunity to ask a supplementary question. Now, Honorable Senators, a supplementary question is a question that is related to the primary question. If you pose a question that is not related to the primary question, then you put the CS in a position where he may not be able to give you a satisfactory answer. And that's why most of the time CSs say, I need time to find out. So kindly, your supplementary questions, let them flow from the primary question. With that, Honorable CS, I will allow the Senator for Kitui County, Honorable Enoch Wambua, to proceed to ask questions number 14 and thereafter question number 15. You may proceed, Senator.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to go direct to question number 1 from my side, directed to the Minister, the CS for Roads. Mr. Speaker, my question number is as follows. What is the status of compensation to residents whose parcels of land were acquired for the construction of the Kibwezi Athi Mutomo Kitui Migwani Road? Number 2, could the Cabinet Secretary indicate the outstanding balance of compensation and state when it will be paid out? I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable CS, you may proceed to respond.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First of all, let me thank you for according me this opportunity to respond to questions from the senators. And as I've said before in my previous appearance, it's always my greatest pleasure to come back to the Senate and to also be here to perform my constitutional responsibility to be accountable to the people of Kenya through this very important august house. Mr. Speaker, I beg to respond as follows. A compensation schedule for the project affected persons amounting to Kenya shillings 694 million shillings, 989,812 was initially submitted to Kenya via a letter from National Lands Commission dated 18 February 2019. However, this schedule was noted to have errors, including double compensation and overvaluation of structures. National Land Commission addressed the issues and resubmitted a revised schedule that covers the entire project through the letter dated 2nd March of 2021, amounting to 1,924,776,370. A tabulation of transfer of funds to NLC is shown in the schedule. That is, the schedule is attached. I am sure the Honorable Senator Wambua has the schedule, so I don't want to read the entire schedule, Mr. Speaker, but it has a tabulation. So as shown in the table above, and I just so I can't see where Senator Wambua is seated, I hope that if he notes, then he has the schedule. Yeah, thank you very much. So since the schedule is there, and it will be difficult to read the schedule openly here, let me then infer or refer to what that schedule means. Mr. Speaker, as shown in the table above, the outstanding amount is 1,598,468,659 shillings. I wish to add that Kenya has been faced with financial challenges due to inadequate budget allocation. However, the agency has since disbursed a total of 326,307,801 to NLC for compensation to some of the project-affected persons. Further, the compensation process has commenced for the extension to Mbondoni direction. The employer's representative assistance team have conducted land searches for the affected parcels. The agency is in the process of validating the search, which will be sent to National Land Commission for further gazettement of intention to acquire. Let me say in summary, that's the answer, that's the answer, Mr. Speaker. And just to note that Senator Wambua has raised this question in the committee. He's a member of the committee, very passionate about it. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, just to reiterate what the answer says, we have a problem of budget allocation, massive, not just for this Kibwezi Road, but across the country. We have a pending bill of 150 billion shillings, and it's earning interest, so it's growing every day. Yet the budgetary allocation for this exercise, this financial year, is only 46 billion. We struggle to distribute it between pending roads and compensation for project-affected persons. And that challenge requires now a very serious national conversation before we go to the next budget cycle. Otherwise, so many people are suffering, not just in Kibwezi, but even in the road between James Kishuru to Rironi and many other roads across the country. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Wambua, you have the opportunity to ask 2 supplementary questions. You may ask both of them, or you may ask one and then be the last to ask a supplementary question after your colleagues have asked supplementary questions.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm well guided. I think I'll ask my 2 supplementary questions at a go. I thank you, Honourable CS, for your response. And I believe you're just being honest on this one, because you have mentioned, CS, that I've been on this matter for the longest time. Actually, I think in this Senate, there is no matter that has engaged the Roads Committee in terms of questions and statements than the matter of the compensation for